Like most memes, this is deceptively simple. You know, who are you to doubt yourself? It's kind of like you read that and go, oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Who am I to doubt myself? Yes, I mustn't doubt myself. But there's a lot more to it because it kind of speaks to this thing of who are you? Or who is this construct that has opinions about itself? Because there's so much that's compressed onto us about our identity of I am, you know, very early on we learn to say I am, I want, I think, this is mine, all this kind of thing. And it's almost like going around this structure that we never really look at. Not really, because it's just assumed. It's just assumed because your parents would have just assumed it as well. This thing of, who is this I? Who is this I you keep talking about? And it comes from this thing of like, well, you just wake up into consciousness and you're like, this experience is I. This what I wake up and then suddenly I am this is my name, this is my house, this is my body, and so it's all me. And we just kind of think that that's it, it's just a thing. So this meme, this idea of who are you to doubt yourself is very it begins to deconstruct that if you approach it in the right way. Meaning, who is doubting who here? Right? Who is the thing that is doubting the other thing that also thinks it's a thing? Now, if you put I back into all that, then it all makes sense. Who am I to doubt myself, right? But if you kind of go, yeah, but where is it every night? Where is this I that I seem to think is so important and so real? Where is it if it just disappears every night in deep dreamless sleep? Okay, I go into sleep, I'm thinking, and then I'm dreaming, and everything's great, and I'm having the deeper dreams, and it's still me. Okay, maybe I don't have the same body anymore. Maybe now I can fly, or maybe now I'm a pirate, but it's still me. And that idea of a me-ness is still, because it's like, oh, I am having an experience. Because I am reflecting back on, well, this is me, and oh, I'm a bit afraid, and I'm a bit this, and whatever. But then eventually that you go through that into deep dreamless sleep, you just pop out the bottom of it, and then there's nothing. It's just gone. So who is it that's having this dream if at some point they just cease to exist? And the thing is, it doesn't bother us. Okay? So we're self-reflecting on ourselves going, oh, I'm having the dream, I'm having the life, I'm having the, it's all this feeling of like, oh, well, I'm here, I'm present, so that means it's me. And this idea of who are you to doubt yourself begins to push that a little bit and go, there's a lot more to you than who you think you are. And there's a lot more to your entirety or your presence than this part of you that can self-reflect on what you're thinking about and thinking that it is you. And you kind of can see this really clearly in meditation when you stop thinking, meaning you turn off the pictures and you turn off the sound. You do that often enough and you begin to come around to the side of the thoughts and you go, I thought that was me. I thought I was worrying about the gas bill. I thought I was bitching about my friend who, didn't invite me to their birthday party. I thought that was me. But now I'm standing to the side of it and I can see it. And if I can see this thought, it can't be me because I'm observing it. I'm seeing it. 2 seconds ago, I was sure it was me going, he didn't invite me to his party. I feel so wounded. I'm hurt. I've got hurt feelings about it, right? Now I'm stood to the side of it going, well, I couldn't be that thought because I'm seeing it. And if I'm seeing it, I can't be it. And it's kind of the same. If you do that enough times, you begin to see that all this construct of a me and of a personality and of an identity is made up of a lot of bubbles, that coagulate. That doesn't sound great. That are in a conglomeration, and they feel like they are a thing. It's kind of like you could say we're told like our body is made up of cells, and that when you get into the cells, they're made up of atoms. So really, I'm just this body is just a big collection of atoms that happen to just decide to make a particular shape. It's kind of the same with what we call me. Now, that's not to say that you don't exist. Of course you exist. But coming back to this thing of who are you to doubt yourself, begins to kind of go, this part of you that's doubting yourself is actually just the same thing. It's just itself reflecting back on itself. It's splitting itself into two in a way, and this part is going, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, and this other part's going, oh no, I really want to, I hope I can, oh, I don't think you can do it, But really, when you follow the two lines back, it's the same thing, and it doesn't really exist, and it doesn't really exist because it disappears every night, Whereas your presence and the essence of who you are, the part of you that gets to the side of your thoughts when you're meditating and go and can see yourself, you can see those thoughts that calls itself a self, and it calls itself yourself, those thoughts, that part of you is constant, okay? That's the part of you that remains present as you go into deep dreamless sleep or the mystery. Now, you don't remember it because remembering is part of or I don't remember it anyway, because remembering is part of this, this very believable reality that we're in. And remembering meaning joining up moments, nows, because everything is just now. But the idea of memory is like joining up all the nows backwards and go, oh, that's history, that's what happened in the past, and then projecting forward into imagined future moments into, well, that's the future, and so it's kind of like it's going along going, oh, this is me, I'm having a dream, and then it drops, that bit just drops away. Yet your presence, the presence that was just observing, the presence that sometimes you have it, or I have it anyway, when I wake up in the morning, I haven't put myself all together. I'm just there, and maybe my eyes are open, but usually not. But I know, yes, I'm somewhere. I'm in sheets, I'm in sleep, I'm lying. I could feel things. Oh yeah, that's right, I've got a body. And slowly I put it all back together. But that presence, I haven't started going, I am me and I have these problems and I have this personality. It's a bit before that where I'm just kind of blank or just present, You can get a glimpse of it as well in flow state. You're playing tennis, not me, because if I play tennis, I'm never going to flow state because I'm rubbish at it. But you're playing something, you're making a painting maybe you're playing a piece of music or whatever, and just time disappears and you're just in the activity of what you're doing. And time goes very fast, and then you kind of snap out of it, and then the self-reflection thing comes back and all the idea of a personality comes back. So how all that's helpful, because that's all a little bit kind of conceptual, but how it's helpful is because when you doubt yourself, it hurts a bit. It's a bit like sucks all the energy down, doesn't it? It's just like, oh God, can I do this thing? Oh God, I hope I can do it. I think I can do it. I really want to do it. It's to kind of go, if you can, step to the side of it a little bit and go, who's doubting who here? Because your mind doesn't really care what it thinks about. It just likes to think. It likes to be thinking because then it feels like it's alive. So doubting yourself feels very personal and very like, oh, I really hope I can do it. And then, oh, I don't know if you can. It's like, oh, but I really want to. You know? When you can, if you can get to the side of it a little bit and go, this is just two parts of the same thing talking to each other, and none of them actually relate to me, because I will just do what I do, and it will either work out the way I would like it to work out, or it won't. I'll hold the intention of the way I want it to work out, but at the end, I will just do it. I'll just take the action, and it'll either go one way or the other. And this thing that's having a conversation about it, and me and my worth and whether I'm capable and whether I should be doubting myself or not, is completely, surplus to requirements.